Hello there, you Awakening Wonders. Thanks for joining me today for Stay Free with Russell Brand. That's who I am. I am Russell Brand. You're watching me on Rumble. If you ain't got Rumble Premium yet, get it now, because on Rumble Premium, we are going to read the entire Epstein file from cover to cover. Every one of those kinky little pedos will be exposed. Every one of those people that thinks it's an acceptable hobby to have a pastime that is also a little one, they should be exposed. And what went on that island? What peculiar antics went on? Political pressure, public pressure, and frankly, the radical changes in the way the media operates means that it's now inevitable that the files will release. Congress has voted overwhelmingly. And there's one person voted against it. That person, for a start, I don't think we should release him. He's on that island. I reckon he had a beach cabana. On Epstein Island. I reckon he was living it up with the shrimp net. We'll be answering many of your questions over the course of the next hour live. We'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about me being on Alex Jones. Alex Jones OG. What? Alex Jones OG, one of the first people in the space, one of the first people to identify a new modern rhetoric around demonic power controlling human institutions. Sure, he made a mistake. I mean, he'll be streaming on X right now, like he always is. I just want to say that he's one of the old school OGs, and it's only the fact that we live for the first time in millennia in a culture absolutely stripped of spiritualism and any kind of awareness of the divine that we don't know how to categorize people like Alex Jones, who are sort of unusual and bizarre. Well, who are the people that were telling you a long, long time ago that the elites were compromised sexually, that they were being blackmailed? It's people like Alex Jones, wasn't it? It's people like Alex Jones. And often I say to friends of mine that live in what I might classify as the normal world, when I say friends, I mean lawyers, I say to them, like, do you guys now recognise that you would be better off trusting David Icke than the BBC? Like, just take the subject of the pandemic. Well, the BBC, something terrible has happened and there's no way of knowing why it's happened, and just do as you're told and stay in your house and take this vaccine. Right? That's what the BBC would tell you. David Icke would go, this has been planned for years. It's part of a mind control experiment. Those vaccines have got things in them that are going to alter you genetically. I mean, so he's closer to the truth. Let me know in the comments and chat what you think about that, the way the world is changing, and if you recognise what is Epstein really. What Epstein is really is a synecdoche for all of the amassed corruption and deception that we're coming to understand, perhaps for the first time. I mean, I'm going to promote my appearance at Turning Point, but I'm not sure if I'm going or not because, why? I'm not sure. You think just because I've said I'm going to a thing, that means I'm going? I'm not sure if I'm going. It's a long way away. It's in Phoenix.
That's far.
Might not go. Think about it, coming up to Christmas. I've got kids. Let's work it out. Let's see how we feel close to the time. There's no way of telling it. Here I am doing push-ups. Look, I'm with the whole team here. If you're not watching, if you're watching this on X or whatever, or YouTube, God help you, if you're doddering around in YouTube, that little citadel of nonsense, that little nonsense YouTube, like, get over to Rumble. Click the link in the description and join us here. I'm here with Cockney Dave. All right, Dave, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. I'm getting a gun. Today. My mate is training me how to use it. My wife is against the idea. It's a simple handgun. It's a simple Glock. And why shouldn't I have a gun?
Kyle gonna teach you?
He's another mate who I reckon I shouldn't name him because he works in special forces and he doesn't like being named and stuff. But like that, he's going to train me up. And then people's going to get a bit of the old justice. I'm starting with my own. No more negotiating. That's the slogan for this year. I'm sick and tired of listening to people's crap. Hey, Mr. Brand, I'll put it to you. Go on, yeah, what? Sorry, what was the question again? Yeah, how about this, motherfucker?
Speak into the mic.
Speak into the mic, bitch! Okay, no, I'm not actually. I'm a peace-loving person, but, you know, there's nothing more dangerous than a man who's been wronged by the entire system and the entire state, and that's what we're going to be discussing over the coming weeks as these systems begin to collapse. Where did you hear those things about me? Was it on the BBC? Yeah, the BBC. Was it on Channel 4? Channel 4. You can't trust them. You don't need to trust me. The glorious revolution is upon us. You can feel it. I can feel it. Christ is King. The return is abound. The evil are fleeing. Glory unto him. Here I am doing push-ups with Alex Jones.
50s.
Hey.
You're a strong man.
Here, let's do some push-ups together.
Why not? I mean, it's been a weird evening.
All the way down.
Oh,
These are reinforced
he's
push-ups.
eating sweets. What are you eating, Alex? You're juicing. You're juicing, Jones. He's high on methylene blue. You can't be trusted. Fight the power. I will say is that I'd already done 10 before he started. So if you're worried about my form and that my hips didn't look stable enough, that's because I'd already started. So, you know,
It's true. I can verify that. You did start first.
I'd done about 10. Then Alex Jones sided over that great sort of big throbbing ruby-coloured silverback gorilla barrel of a man. I'd already started. Hey, listen, what makes me a deadly competitor in any push-up contest is this. Brutal awakening. Now, you may see that the word brutal is spelled punningly as brew. An awakening is what it produces in you. These naughty little beans are what I call caffeinated clitori. One sip of these and you'll be in a state of near perpetual orgasm. Try it. Brutal awakening. Joe McCann, have you tried brutal awakening yet?
I haven't, Russell, but they do sound good. You'll have to send me a pack.
I'll send you a pack. They're proudly roasted in the USA, and as far as we know, they support veterans. Let's check on the packet. Hard-working Americans. Ground coffee, proudly roasted in the USA. But a fine beverage. As far as I know, veterans not supported. Nevertheless, that's no reason to condemn a product. It's a damn good drink. That's how come I'm so elevated and escalated. Let me have a quick sip of it now. Serve God in all things.
Just go to blackoutcoffee.com.
Catch. What do you have to do?
Blackoutcoffee.com.
Go to blackoutcoffee.com and order your own invigorating caffeinated clitori, I call it. That's the plural for clitoris.
Delicious.
One clitoris, numerous clitori. Just imagine them like a centipede, you know, like the sort of beaded body of a centipede. Just imagine them like corn on the cobs. Why not? I don't know. It's only an imagination. The imagination is not a crime. Hey, if you want to see me do live shows, you'll be able to pretty soon. Go to blackoutcoffee.com and you get a VIP sign up, and then you there's advantages to that I can't even begin to comprehend. Like, I suppose you get it earlier to get a prize or some things, you reckon?
Maybe. It's only one way to find out.
Sign up, stop being gay. Trump signs bill for the release of the Epstein files. Finally, we're going to get some pretty hard facts about some tough times. Let's have a look at some of this. We're going to be discussing this together. If you're watching us anywhere other than Rumble or Rumble Premium, remember, we're going to be with you for a while later this week. Peter McCulloch is coming up on the show. He's one of the people that's brave enough to speak out during the pandemic period and say, hey, they're not telling you the truth about the medical aspects of this condition. How can we trust them on the political or sociological aspects of this situation? We now know that we cannot trust the government. We now know that we cannot trust the media. We now know, because of the release of the Epstein files, that bundles of people in complex webs have been compromised by sexual impropriety. What an extraordinary world we live in. Let's have a look at Trump signing that bill.
Here's what I want. We have nothing to do with Epstein. The Democrats do. All of his friends were Democrats. You look at this Reid Hoffman, you look at Larry Summers, Bill Clinton, they went to his island all the time, and many others. They're all Democrats. And I hate to see that deflect from the great job we've done. So I'm all for.
Sounds a bit tired, doesn't he? Sounds a bit tired. Let me know in the comments and chat who you think is going to be on that island. And if you fancy having a little gamble, you can use this Polymarket app. They want to. Audio still up. Look, this is how you can see who will likely be named in the Epstein files. Who's that number one? Eliud Barak. David Copperfield, the magician. Oh, I liked him. That don't mean Alec Baldwin. I love Alec Baldwin. He won't be in there. Ellen DeGeneres. Blair. Hawking. I mean, if Stephen Hawking was on that island...
He's probably there.
The universe is expanding. My rectum is expanding. The chances of me being ultimately incarcerated are expanding. Michael Jackson, I'm not having him dragged down. Oprah, Downey, like them. Barack Obama. The ones I most want, let me know in the comments in the chat. Who is it that you want to be on Epstein Island? And recognise your own biases. Who are the people that you think, oh, I hope they were on Epstein Island? I'd really like to bring them down a peg or two. What I want to see is that there's a nexus of power. And if you want to have a little gamble on it, because you can gamble on anything with Polymarket, go to polymarket.com. They're sponsoring the show today, and you can trade on the outcomes of live events from politics to pop culture, sports, and more. Do you know whose name's not on that? Oh, Russ. Do you know why? Because I'm a good, holy man of the Lord. Hey, this is it. We can fight against power now. Finally, we're fully equipped. We're tooled up. This is it. They can't take you down. They can try and destroy you. They can lie about you. They've got all sorts of moves and techniques, but the simple truth is this, that God's power is supreme and insuperable. They cannot overcome the Lord. You can be evangelical and crazy about it, or you can talk about it simply and soberly. God is great. This is it. You're lucky to be alive in the end times. Here's Thomas Massey, one of the greats in... He's senator, isn't he, Thomas Massey, isn't he? This is him talking about Kash Patel, who says that Epstein trafficked to no one. I think we all saw that on the Joe Rogan podcast. Why is Ghislaine Maxwell in Nick if no one's been trafficked? I think one of the most disturbing stories I've seen is that Ghislaine Maxwell's horse Bubba may have been filleted by El Presidente. I mean, what kind of psychological condition are you in that filleting a horse would be? Have you ever noticed a penis on a horse? I have. And here's my two observations. One, they're sometimes alarmingly large, and there are hygiene issues. Sometimes I'd say there's stuff coming off that belongs in a cereal box. And I could not be encouraged, not by Polymarkets, not by anybody, to put that anywhere near my face. Now, so anyone who's done that, I think they warrant a good investigation. Let's have a look at Thomas Massey.
You replied, according to the transcript, there is no credible information that he trafficked them to anyone else. According to victims who cooperated with the FBI in that investigation, these documents in FBI possession, your possession, detail at least 20 men, including Mr. Jess Staley, CEO of Barclays Bank, who Jeffrey Epstein trafficked victims to. That list also...
You're meant to be running a bank. In the UK, having a Barclays Bank is a euphemism for having a wank. It turns out now that the chief executive of Barclays Bank was too busy to have a wank because he was getting people trafficked all over his Hampton Wick, that's Cockney rhyming slang for dick, without having the good grace. Listen, of course, the sad, tragic truth of this is at the end of all this mad ephemera and giddy Illuminati discourse, there are victims and people, women, and it seems children that have been abused and exploited, and Lord, may righteousness reign upon them. Lord, may they be protected. Lord, may the truth come out, and may justice be served and done, which of course would be possible if there wasn't a God. In the meantime, let's all have a jolly good laugh at some of these powerful people getting in a terrible pickle. Jake, what are people saying in the Rumble comments? What are people saying on Locals, those people I love? What are people saying on X and on YouTube? I've got to know.
Yeah, on Rumble, J.K. Jerome said, give Bondi some syrup of figs. Always helps me release the files.
Syrup of figs is another piece of Cockney rhyming slang. It means wig. That's why people say, he's wearing fucking syrup, and he. But here is Pam Bondi. I don't know why there's so much Cockney in me today. I'm swarming in Cockney. Let's have a look at Pam Bondi being questioned. And J.K. Jerome, yeah, maybe you're right, man. Let us know. Let us know as well who you think's most likely to name. Let me know who you'd be most disappointed in. I for one, I'm very disappointed in Stephen Hawking, a man that we look to for some of